That's what I'm telling you.
There we go.
It's good stuff.
I found it.
Good.
Wait.
Well, you're there yet? Well, it's
8 p.m.
It should be now.
Hopefully it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, wait, we've got one person watching. Which that might be us.
Maybe it's us.
Here we are. No.
Always nice.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Woo! Hello, people on YouTube.
Hello,
I found
YouTube
you.
folks.
I found you.
What can we say about?
Okay.
Awesome.
And Facebook. Hello, Satellite.
Hey, John.
Hi.
Andrew.
Hello.
Luann.
John, Luann.
Birth baby.
Tori Ann. Hello.
Hey.
And Satellite. Andrew. And John.
Merry
Hello.
Christmas.
I think
Merry
I'm
Christmas,
caught up.
everybody. So,
Yes. Merry Christmas to you. Here we are.
I know somebody who's not lit yet, but she could.
Well, anytime now. All right. Except I don't have a pocket to put the battery pack in.
Park your pack.
Here,
Poppy.
I'll figure it out.
You figure that part out. You could, stow it somewhere, but then you'd be nailed to the table.
Stow it.
Vera.
All right, let's see.
Well, that'd be a drag.
All right.
I can make this
I can't
face
move around
forward.
much, but
Now you're stuck.
I've got to stop leaning forward now too. Okay.
Can't move around.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna just let it dangle. I'm just gonna do that.
Dingle, dangle, dingle. Here,
Hi,
straighten
Jennifer,
that out,
and
too.
hi, Mom.
Still straightening out lights.
Yay!
There we go.
Okay, who else?
Hello.
Mike, Marie. Hello. Okay. Natty Daddy. I love that.
Let me tell you something about that, Michael. Well, you can enjoy whatever the can supplies. I had something recently that called itself sangria that was a little questionable. I sampled it,
was
so you don't
questionable.
have to. Let's just put it that way. And
None of us
besides-
are lit yet. Amen, John.
Well,
But I aim to change that shortly.
guess what, kid? Stick around.
So we decided for our holiday kickoff that we would do a bunch of variations on a drink
On theme.
that we make every year.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Yoink.
We call this drink, well, okay, a little background on this drink.
It's one of the first things that we made at our home bar when we had a home together and a bar.
We still have a home together and a bar. But
Incidentally, we had a bar before we had a home together.
that's true.
Yeah, so that tells you something about our relationship
But
right there.
so back in the 90s, I would say the early 90s,
Circa,
I was
circa
reading in
early
a
to mid.
magazine and I found a recipe for Rainbow Holiday Cup, which they were attributing to Dale DeGroff, who was King Cocktail.
And at the time, I believe, was still the major domo at the Rainbow Room, which is he kind of got his big start there, being the bar manager and doing just redesigning the drink menu and finding all these great old bar guys and saying,
Lisa and Errol.
fresh juices and you can make this cocktail better and was one of the prime movers behind that whole era.
Colonel Keg, hello.
When a lot of mixed drinks suddenly got classier and got more classic and got good. got good again.
So this recipe, when I found it in the magazine back in the early 90s, was Rainbow Holiday Cup, which they were attributing to Dale DeGroff of the Rainbow Room. And I don't think he's there anymore.
No, I think it's been years since he
has
been doing
anyway,
their
we've met him. He's really
menu.
nice. But
in the meantime, he's published several books about, about the whole exploits and things.
But he's known as King Cocktail. And anyway, this recipe, we've changed it to VLK Holiday Cup because we've really taken a lot of liberties with it. But the gist of it is still there. But I'm doing a variation first. Would you like to make he's looking it up.
I'm trying to find the actual formula.
I tried to find it today because I cut it out of a magazine back in the 90s.
I mean, this was a glossy piece of paper somewhere in this house which has the original Rainbow Holiday Cup. Probably has like a few drink circles on it from, being used quite a bit.
Mike's here until the wife says it's grocery shopping time.
Well, it has to happen.
Paul was out today and I kept texting him more and more things to buy. So that was fun for him.
Do this. Well, I went on the big search, the big hunt after you about things, and I didn't find some of these things. But we did come back.
Pandemic, whatever.
Came back with good food, though. So
I should have told you to buy more tequila. This is kind of low. The original Rainbow Holiday Cup calls for light rum. Mm-hmm. And I believe we are making... Oh, thanks. Mike's liking the background. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that. The original calls for light rum, and I believe we are making a light rum variation tonight, but I wanted to start with tequila, which is my variation. So I'm going to start with 2 ounces of tequila. Reposado. Abra, hello. Thank you.
I'm not ignoring you, folks. I'm trying to find this actual formula so I can make it as is, because I don't remember exactly how it went.
I remember it had a lot more OJ than we are going to use.
Well, I guess his site is down. Maybe I'll just search on him.
Did you search on Rainbow Holiday Cup?
I was searching on Rainbow Holiday Cup, coming up with nothing. Coming up with rainbow shakers. Very entertaining. Pretty cool looking things. Not what I'm looking for. So let's see. I'm just going to go.
Okay, so I started with 2 ounces.
I must have the internet in my hand.
Reposado is what I like, but you could easily use a Blanco.
Oh, Mr. DeGroff was born in Rhode Island. How about that?
Oh, wow, okay.
How about that?
And then it calls for, well, all right. Okay. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I usually like to do the liquors first, but I'm going to do the OJ next.
Okay.
I think his version calls for a lot more orange juice, but I am just going to use a 1/2 ounce in our version.
He doesn't seem to have a website. Why do I find that?
He doesn't need a website. He's King Cocktail. Did you search on kingcocktail.com?
KingCocktail.com was coming up with file not found. So maybe I'll try that. Yeah.
And then I am going to add
King Crimson. That's good.
1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. If anyone can find this recipe.
The King Cold Cocktail. Yeah. Anybody? Rainbow Holiday?
Let us know.
We've made this at parties many times. I think it was sort of second nature. I could fake my way through it, and it would actually be
an early cocktail for us.
Pretty exactly like it should. But I just wanted to nail it shut.
Oops! I dropped its Santa hat.
Whoops.
Okay, this calls for cinnamon liqueur, or cinnamon schnapps. Mm-hmm. I'm using Goldschlager. It's not ordinarily what I would buy, but we're in the midst of a pandemic. So
honestly, at the time that we started making this, is what we had, because that's what we have for cinnamon schnapps. We have done.
It's the one with the gold flakes in it,
which is fun.
So I'm gonna pour a little sample, because I probably haven't had Goldschlager in 20 years. So here.
Oh yes.
Let's try it again and see.
Very sharp and strong cinnamon flavoring to that.
Okay. I don't want to regret this later.
Schnapps, of course, you're supposed to go. That's the snap in schnapps.
It tastes like cinnamon candy. Honestly, it just tastes like Red Hots.
It's got a distinct and
which is its job. So
which is its job. Heavy cinnamon hit without having the reddish color that you might get when we make cinnamon syrup. No booze. It does get the reddish color.
Right.
And I usually do make it pretty intense. And this actually does have a nice burn. And I was actually really dry a minute ago. And I said, oh, that's kind of nice. So I'll call that not a bad little schnapp indeed. Although I'm unlikely to just take a shot of this straight up. But a little nip here.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Not so bad.
I'll put that there so you can remove it.
Nice flavor. And of course, it has 24 karat gold in it, which is good for your constitution. So there.
Oh. John says the book he mentioned yesterday has a recipe for walnut liqueur.
Walnut?
Wow, okay. Hi, Donna.
Yeah,
hey.
How about that? Hello.
All right.
Hi.
Okay, good. It's a party.
Yep, now it's a party. Donna's here. Woohoo. You know why? Because Donna's buying. Oh, thanks, man. Corporate credit cards. I love you.
Anyway.
Donna's not actually buying.
Okay, so my variation number 2, which we haven't done number 1 yet, but I really wanted tequila. 2 ounces of Reposado tequila. 1/2 ounce orange juice, 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice, and then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of my Goldschlager. You really don't want to overdo it on cinnamon liqueur.
Otherwise, you'll get schlogged. And if you know German, you know what I mean.
And your drink will taste like nothing but cinnamon.
Like cinnamon.
So
it's like using.
We want it to be a note.
It's like using anise liqueurs.
Hi, Peter.
If it's a really strong hit of anise, and you actually put that in your cocktail, you're going to have a good and plenty and not much else. So.
See you later, Mike. Yeah, Peter's like, Goldschlager, all the memories. I know.
See ya. Oh, memories.
You got to be careful with this stuff.
Well, it's like all those tough people I have heard of who, like the first thing I ever tried that was alcoholic was peppermint schnapps. And I'm thinking, and you never drank it again.
Hi, Marcus.
And Marcus is giving us some song stuff. Dashing through the house like a Doberman in heat.
Three dashes of orange bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Colonel.
Yay. Okay.
Colonel likes booze in the can. You know what I like in the can?
Shake with ice.
I like bubbly in a can. It's usually pretty damn good, and get a whole can of it.
Shake with ice.
And do you need a one of these, perhaps?
I will. Thank you.
Tell me your way.
And strain into a cocktail glass. And I'll even take one of those little lemon curly cubes I curled up.
That you curled earlier. Go. Just one.
Oh, look, there's extra.
Bonus
Yay.
bit. Don't you love bonus bit?
I do.
I recall these glasses are slightly short of your sort of regulation large cocktail.
Oh, you're going to do it?
I will give you
thank you.
Express a little. And there you go.
Thank you.
And I have no place to set these anymore.
I know. This house is full of Christmas stuff now.
That's all we got.
You know what? You can move that one hat box and then there would be room.
Hat box?
Right there.
Oh, I don't want that close.
You could just put them on the floor, whatever.
Put them on
Pinot Noir in a
the
can.
floor.
There you go. Okay, let's try it.
Pinot. Yep. I've seen Pinot in the can, a Merlot in the can, Rosé in the can. So this was the tequila?
Yes, this is VLK Holiday Cup variation number 2.
Oh, that's good.
Number 1
really
should
nice.
have the... I think you can even use a little more Goldschlager, believe it or not.
I was about to say
You know
that.
what?
It's
Why don't you hand it over?
Not a particularly strong hit.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
There we go.
All right. Now I need a swizzle stick.
I'm kind of missing the Goldschlager, and you don't want to be missing since it's an ingredient.
I'm getting it, but
and
I don't want to add much.
Yeah, you have to. Measuring is a good idea.
I think we can change it to a half ounce, honestly.
Yeah, so another quarter coming your way.
Okay.
Just a nip.
And now I need to stir it.
Something to stir with, perhaps.
I know. Okay. I know. We got swizzle sticks over there.
Swizzle up the was.
This is honestly my first drink, you guys.
Clumsy. I'll take that from you.
Thank you. And now I'm Goldschlagery.
I'm schlagery too.
Ugh. We need some wipes.
Did we maintain the spray, or did that go away?
I think I put it away.
You put it away. Wow.
Oops.
What have I done?
All right. Sticky. The Goldschlager is a little trippy. Canned wine. What a country. I know, Marcus. I love me some canned wine. Ever had the banger in the can? Yuck, yuck. Oh, God. Colonel Keg. All right. Thank you. All right.
There you go.
Let's de-stick.
All liqueurs do this. They all leak. I don't care if it's got that little pouring thing where it's like, this will collect drips. No, they all leak.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's all over the label, and you pick up the bottle, and then it gets dusty, and then you get a dusty stick. And that's just, really not where you want to be. Occasionally I'll just grab bottles off the shelf and clean them off and return them to the shelf. Whereas liquor is not sticky enough.
A candy cane swizzle.
A candy cane swizzle. Well, isn't that kind of fun?
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's try it again.
Canned wine. What a country. What a world.
Yep. I'm getting it. I think in the past when we've used hot damn, you really have to use a very, very small amount of that.
Judicious amounts of this material.
You will be very sorry. So I'm going to change that to a half ounce.
Cinnamon schnapps. Take your favorite. We found a good one online recently, but I didn't see it today, so I didn't buy it.
We had one that was recommended to us that I still want to pick up, but, it's not that easy to get some things right now.
It's supply lines.
Yeah, so.
Taint what they used to be, and taint where they should be by now. So we will be patient. These things happen.
Taint.
I did actually find the Goldschlager at a good price, and it's a reputable liqueur. As we just tried it again, it's doing just fine. So there you go.
But it's one of those things that has a bad reputation, mainly because people had too much of it when they were in college or, heaven forbid, high school. And
if you were not quite of age and you decided to raid the liquor cabinet and the thing you chose was like, oh, the cinnamon one, I'll try that. And you had a few shots and you were like, man, then
Hi, Tim.
I'm just going to say that's when that comes up the other end, that's actually very expensive. You know what I mean? So
with gold flakes.
Because of the gold flakes. That's what I'm talking about here. Now, hot damn, by the way, comes in 2 different proofs. One of them is something like 40 or 60, and one of them is, I think, 100.
Yep.
So if you're using hot damn, be judicious as well with the proof. Just, bearing in mind. That, of course, is quite red and does have a quite distinct cinnamon hit.
Hi, Susie. And Hot Cold Social Club. Hello.
Hi, y'all. Yep.
Good to see you.
We all are doing very well. Hope you as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, howdy from Tim.
Oh,
woohoo!
In the house. Valuability. Everyone gets some, but you ain't getting much. I love that. It's true.
Yeah, you can make gold paper thin. I mean, more than paper thin. This is why you're getting a 24 karat fleck, and at whatever gold is currently something like $1,200 an ounce. I don't know. Check the spot price, please.
$1,200?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Oh, you can check. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was about to solicit the audience, and somebody could whip this out since we are in the middle of a broadcast, but we could certainly get
gold price today.
$1,827.60 per ounce. Change is actually down. Well, okay. Per gram, $58.76. Maybe we'll take about a gram.
Okay, gold was lower than that a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Linda says closer to 1,600. And didn't we say 18?
Hi, Chris. Yeah. Chris is here too. Yay.
So Linda actually wins the Price is Right, closest without going over.
Oh
Bada boom.
Well, if only I had some gold to sell.
Bang, satellite's right there, 1,800.
Oh my gosh. It's just going up and up.
Well, I'm not going to say anything at all. But if you do have some gold and want to sell, this might be a good time.
Wish I had some gold to sell.
I tell you. The real thing, too. But in the meantime, all we have is gold in cocktail form. Although I don't have any, and perhaps I should get busy.
What would you like to make?
I think I will do the actual straight-up holiday cup, best as I remember.
Are you doing light rum or vodka? Or
I will do the light rum.
An amber rum.
I'll do the light rum version.
Okay.
Yeah, we have an amber rum, but look, it's going to be the same.
All right.
Here's the amber rum in back of it.
There's only the posters back there.
Where is the amber rum?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Then I will vamp.
Okay.
Here we go. So
Please do.
You really could do this with the light or the vodka as far as the original formula goes. I don't think there's any real difference there. If you decided to go the amber rum route, then you will have varying degrees of flavor added. With the amount of things and juices, that are mixers and juices that are going into this, I would say that using an aged rum is not really indicated. What we have here is Kitsch-en. This is actually aged dark rum that's aged probably something like 6 months to a year. So it's not this has some character without being like very flavored up. So I'm going to grab my shaker.
Jonas, Goldschlager Tequila and I are no longer friends. Could be the next hit song.
Goldschlager. That crazy Schlager. So this was starting out with the 2 ounce pour, I believe?
Yes.
Okay. Bear in mind that there are measurements on this. I'm not just free pouring, folks. Just in case anybody is new to this whole business and does not understand that we're liquor professionals.
Wow, you poured out a lot.
I poured out 2 ounces.
No, I know. I'm saying if anyone was saying
if everybody was saying that sort of thing. No, I just set the cap down here. I don't remember what you're doing here, folks. I'm just saying. All right. As I recall, that was about an ounce of OJ.
No, a half ounce OJ.
Half ounce OJ. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe we modify
Otherwise, the OJ will take over.
Yeah, we might have
much like Hot Damn.
And did this have
Thank you, Julie, and hello.
Yeah, thank you very much.
A half ounce of the lemon.
I believe you made these matching outfits in this video.
I did.
Yes, indeed. Half ounce of lemon. I happen to have lemon right here.
Tequila was my personality changer.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
Dr. Johnwell and Mr.
Half ounce lemon.
There we go. There we go.
And then a half ounce of the Goldschlager.
And the Schlager.
Believe it or not.
And that's all she wrote.
And then 3 dashes orange bits.
And 3 dashes orange. Now this it's a simple sort of a thing, but it's got some critical components.
Well, I have to say that with the Goldschlager, I wanted to try that new cinnamon because it was recommended to us, but it's kind of hard to get. But I have to say that this version of this features ingredients that anyone can buy because I think pretty much every liquor store in the country has Goldschlager.
You should be able to have the Goldschlager. It is a reputable thing. It is not one of these cinnamon whiskey things, which is a little, you know. I know that those are popular. People have them with apple cider and stuff like that. I'm sure it's a perfectly wonderful thing.
That could be good. If you've had a cinnamon whiskey or a cinnamon, anything like that you liked, let me know. Because I bought some cinnamon tequila and I thought it was horrible.
Not
I was just like, I'm glad I got a small bottle because this is horrible. But I would like my mind to be changed.
Yeah. So I inserted a large iceberg into there, which will, of course, melt nicely.
Shake with an iceberg.
You just have to make sure that your glass topper fits the Boston metal part well and start shaking.
Otherwise, it hits your wife.
No good. Don't hit the wife.
Abra loves Fireball. You know, I don't think I've ever had Fireball.
Yep.
I would try it. I'll try everything. I feel kind of remiss that I haven't had Fireball, but I've just never been in a situation where it was being served. I don't think.
I don't recall. And I haven't really seen it at parties we've been, so that was not really an option on the table. One of these days we can check that out. You can certainly buy a nip size if we just wanted to sample without buying a $7.50.
That's true.
And
I never think of that. I never think when I'm in the liquor store to buy just a little, unless I'm in New Hampshire. And then they have so many of them up at the register that I do.
I remember being in that liquor store.
All you do is get one iceberg.
One iceberg.
And Lena had it at the Bardavon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good to know.
And I have a bonus too because of the size of these glasses. I'm going to place this here for the moment. This is rather full.
Last time I was at the Bardavon, I had champagne. It was really fun. Oh, Donna has it. Okay, well, when this pandemic is over,
you know what? Before you
come
do
to your
that,
house and try it.
I'm going to echo what you did and give myself a twist. Because I like mine with a twist. There we go.
And if you recognize that reference.
And the last time I saw Dale DeGroff in person, he was actually taking exact same curls and flaming them. It's like he had a match.
That is really good.
Flame.
It is really good with the rum.
He was really slick with that.
Mm.
Yeah, this works very well with the rum. It works very well with the tequila. So this is the original. This is the way we make it. I think the original had more OJ.
Oh my gosh.
If I ever find it, I'll do that.
Donna made a fancy drink with Fireball in it for Steven's birthday. I want the recipe.
Wow. All right. Drop it. Drop it on us.
If it's not a secret.
If it's a big secret, all right, fine. But maybe you could tell us privately.
Interested? I want to try it. I want to try your fancy drink. I think we need fancy drinks right about now.
I have a feeling that you can make the Fireball drink, and then you can make the Fireball drink with like a topper of 151 on fire, and that would be the Fireball XL5. Now you're talking.
Next week.
So Rebecca talking about Jim Beam Fire.
And hello, Brent.
Hello, Brent.
Jim Beam Fire. I think I have seen that in the liquor store. Yeah. Okay. So I see all these things in the liquor store, and I'm such a sucker because, they display them in their little seasonal displays, for lack of a better word. And I'm like, oh, I should buy that. And then I get home and I end up having a bunch of Tito's sweaters.
Yeah, it's displayed on various and sundry.
Right there.
Here's our little guys right there.
Because I'm like, I can't not buy a bottle of Tito's. It's wearing a hoodie. A Christmas hoodie.
This would probably also fit your 12-inch fashion doll, I'm just saying.
Might be a little big.
Slightly big. Well, a baggy sweater.
But I've got more than one.
Baggy for Barbie. It even has a drawstring, so you can close the hoodie on her head. So
Donna is making cocktails for people's birthday.
Yeah. I know. You have to do everything virtually these days.
And we have birthdays coming up, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
What do you... Oh, no. It's the Tito's hand puppet.
Hello, I will make your cocktail for you. That's actually really terrible.
I should be full of vodka.
I should be full of vodka right now.
Let's do it.
There's a few people in our audience are saying that.
Oh, I need the other one too, though. I need the other one. Okay,
so Lisa's noting, there's a party, and somebody had Fireball and Dr. Pepper as heated up as a hot toddy.
I can't imagine why that wasn't your favorite.
Remember our broadcast where we did the hot Dr. Pepper, which it's supposedly a thing, right? So some people do this, and here you have tried it, and you're saying, not recommended. Thank you for the review.
Oh, okay. Brent's saying really good in apple cider. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I need the other sweater.
Apple cider dark rum fireball. That sounds quite nice.
You're going to do a puppet show.
A puppet show and Spinal Tap. Here we go. Nothing up my sleeve.
I I haven't had nearly enough drinks to do a really good puppet show. But
so we'll give you a sort of a second-rate puppet show.
This will be a crappy puppet show.
And boom.
I don't have a bottle of Tito's. I don't have a bottle of Tito's either. VLK sucks. I don't know why they don't buy Tito's. What do you got against Tito's? I have another bottle of Tito's coming because it has a sweater.
Excuse me, did somebody say our show sucks? You want us to feature you, you might want to think about being a little more complimentary to the conduit.
They're staring at you.
I know. Looking away, staring at the back of my head. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Elegant eggnog. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Oh, and Keg is noting that we have the Christmas break with the family in the plaid pants. Did you actually?
The Rhodes family.
Kids? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Christmas with the Rhodes kids.
I've actually found that twice, and I gifted that on a gay couple that we know who I thought, I just said, you need this. They both were like big fans of Christmas stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you need this, like now. And we're like, oh, OMG, So, yeah, that's really a pretty incredible record. I think they made 2 or 3 of them. This was just another one of these singing families from the period trying to be the Osmonds. But the Cowsills. Or the Cowsills,
Trying to be the Cowsills.
The matching outfits, and here we have
it didn't work, but
the tree, and we probably have Dad as Santa with pipe in mouth and etc.
And speaking of records, what better time?
Oh, shall we?
To show people that we have a Christmas record for sale.
Hello.
This will be our commercial for the evening.
And since it's the season,
we do one commercial per episode, and this is this week's. Our Christmas record. 2 hit songs on
big hits.
145 RPM record.
Big 45.
One by us and one by Glendora.
Money.
And
who can
it's
resist?
On pink vinyl.
You can't resist the fact that the production on this was a lot of fun for us, and I think it'd be a lot of fun for you.
Pink vinyl.
Pink vinyl, green label.
And if you don't have a record player, don't you worry.
No worries.
It comes with a download code.
Oh, yeah. Every record. You don't even have to have set. You can just put it on display in your house, download it, listen on your device of choice, wherever that may be.
Yes.
But if you have a record player,
in the car,
if you have a record player, like maybe your car has a record player. I don't know. Maybe you're one of those people with the old highway hi-fi.
Highway hi-fi.
or better yet, since that won't play this, what do they call that? The Auto Victrola. That was the RCA device.
All right, I gotta make it.
Auto Victrola plays 45s.
Okay.
Like a whole stack of them.
So that's available on our website.
And there we go. That is $14 postpaid anywhere in the
Hi, Jeremy.
United States, anyway.
Second-rate puppet show. Oh, we're a salsa. You know what, Donna? We will get out salsa. I'm going to be making reels of records this whole season. And hello, Dan. Dan, hello. Did you already pull it out?
I have not.
Okay. I know it was a crappy puppet show, but I didn't actually have a rehearsal.
Crappy puppet show and crappy hard rock band, Spinal Tap. Well, I didn't bust out Salsoul, but guess what? Xmas LP cover of the day is going to happen a little later. I'll give you a little sneak preview. It's more Christmas disco. Actually, this is just Christmas disco. And we have more Christmas disco. So in case you're like really dying, I've given you 2 big albums of Christmas disco. I know it's not Salsoul.
Oh my gosh, they're the same, more or less the same color. That's the same woman.
Yes, of course it's the same woman. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, it's just a slightly different shot, and they closed up on this one.
Let me see this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see both.
We're going to examine, taking a careful look at things. Oh, you ready?
It's not the same matrix number.
No, these are different records. See? That's the same shot in the back of this record. 2 different records. This is the Mistletoe Disco Band on good old Mistletoe Records.
Look at those shoes. She got those at Frederick's of Hollywood.
At your favorite store, Frederick's of Hollywood.
Oh my gosh.
Mistletoe was at one
of these.
And
this one's also performed by the Mistletoe Disco Band.
Yeah. These are both Mistletoe Disco productions. These are circa 1981. Disco was kind of like totally on the wane by then. And these are 100% straight 4 on the floor, like hi-hat disco. It's just completely stereotypical
hilarious.
From the late disco period. It's like tacky as heck. And I love both of these, which is great. Here's the kicker. There is no Mistletoe Disco Band. These are exact reissues. Do you know that other Christmas disco record?
Jeremy says, I have a copy of their record and its value is already doubled.
Ping! Ping! You see?
I know. I was holding that down so that it wouldn't get knocked over.
I appreciate that. So here's the kicker. Have you ever seen a Christmas disco record with a gal wrapped up in red tinsel by a band called Mirror Image?
I believe I have.
Same record. There's volume 1 of that and volume 2 of that.
Oh my gosh.
These are they reissued, different band name, different label, same damned record. I bought all these because I'm like, hey, great, another Christmas disco record.
Okay, you know what we need to do?
Guess what? Guess what?
For my next record reel for Instagram, I need to put every copy of this record that has a different cover on there.
I can give you 4 slots.
Hi, Hugo.
I can give you 4 slots, and then we have to bust out the other Christmas disco, of which we have quite a bit.
I think we have plenty.
Yeah.
And if we run out, we've got Charo up there.
We have the Charo Mamacita Donde Está Santa Claus from 1978, I believe. That's a 12-inch single. Brilliant. Absolutely great deployment of the song. Totally disco. Absolutely great. I think that's even on Salsoul, if I'm not mistaken. Because she made a whole album for Salsoul, and then she made the 12-inch record. And I remember putting it on a collection years ago. I didn't actually have a copy of it, and the quality that I had was really kind of crappy. And I said, if I ever find this, I got to buy it so I can redo that and make it sound good. There you go. There you go. 12-inch record.
Where did you get it the first time?
Borrowed it, put it on a cassette, transferred it. This is going back a long way. Cassette tapes? Hello. That's it.
Well, I think that was on a collection that was on cassette.
Which one?
The collection you made that had that song.
Well, that was one of our collections.
No, I know, but I think that was on cassette.
No, I took it off a record. Definitely.
No, the Merry Xmas was a cassette.
It was a collect. It was a cassette, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the cassette.
Because when he started making
Christmas collections that I release every year for people to enjoy.
And he still is doing it, by the way.
It's still happening. It will happen.
It's happening this year.
We'll let you know live on the broadcast.
When I first got one in 1993, it was a cassette.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a cassette for a few years. And then it was
Second
CD.
year I did it. Mm-hmm.
And then it went to
downloads.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's it.
Never had a record phase. Never had an 8-track tape phase.
Oh, yeah. I love Charo, too.
Never had an 8-track tape phase. But if anybody out there can play such things and would really love this collection on 8, let me know. We might be able to accommodate such things.
What?
We have an 8-track recorder over there. So,
Janice, you see two records with Colonel Sanders back there.
Over to stage right, we have Christmas Colonel Sanders RCA Collection, 1969. Yes. Over to stage left, we have Christmas Eve with Colonel Sanders RCA Victor Collection, 1965, I believe. Might be 66.
And then, this is the worst part. I found out that there is yet at least one more Colonel Sanders Christmas record that we don't have. So
who knows?
Oh, John has the cassettes all lined up. I love that.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, sir.
We can actually play cassettes this year.
We have installed...
We haven't been able to for a long time.
I reinstalled the cassette deck. At the time that we moved to the house, it was like, this is obsolete. Nobody cares. Yeah. I had one kicking around just so I could do transfers. From time to time, people we know actually say, oh, hey, I found this cassette with some music on it. I don't know what it is, but I can't play it. And I say, send it to me. And I've done that for one of our friends in California. And there was something that was recorded, I think, at a basketball game. So it was really kind of nostalgic. It was kind of fun.
Jeremy's, I got all of Paul's rare singles.
The singles, baby. I'm talking, it's one song, and then you flip it over, and it's another song. Sometimes it's the same song on both sides.
Which is such a ripoff, by the way.
I really got to tell you, that's the worst value in entertainment history. But last year, I remember really hitting the cassettes pretty hard to put selections on the Christmas collection because I had a bunch of stuff for years I hadn't used.
So can I?
And there was actually, I'm sorry, I want to finish up. And there was a single by the Radudes, which was called Christmas in Malibu. And
that's a good one.
I hadn't ever really played it. I hadn't played it in a long time. I put it on again. I'm like, this is hilarious. So that was really great. So, but anyway, please.
I was just going to say, can I let people know that they can message us if they want Merry Christmas?
Of course. Absolutely.
Okay, so if you would like this year's Christmas collection, this is free because it's in our music. Message us because we don't just put up a link to Merry Xmas, which is the name of the collection, because of copyright. But Oh, hi, Dina, and thank you.
Oh, yes, these are fun.
And Keith, hello.
Got these after Christmas one year at the local drugstore where they were marked down like 90%. I'm like, that's a lot of these things. I'm going to buy a bunch.
We like a 90% markdown.
I like a 90% markdown.
But if you would like Merry Xmas, the Merry Xmas collection, just message us and we'll make sure you get it.
Well, truth be told, I think I dropped it on Facebook last year. So if you're viewing Facebook, you'll see it. But if you're like, wow, I really, really want that, PM us your email, because I generally send a mass email, and I think that's, generally speaking, a little more of a direct approach. I like to, here it is, your inbox, you grab it, you go, and away we go. Do I have any right to distribute this via copyright laws? I'm not charging anything, so I'm like, well, whatever. Generally speaking, no, I don't. But
thank you, Dina. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, Jerry. The third is your album
Michael
greatly
Bublé.
Influenced Twisted Sister, Public Enemy, Michael Bublé, and Michael Bublé. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The 3.5-inch floppies.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a few of those kicking around still, and we do have a reader. I could plug that in, and it should work just fine. You can get your 1.4 meg of data off of them, which is pretty hilarious these days.
It's finger looking good. Oh God.
Oh.
And hi, Jennifer.
Well, the original releases of the Christmas Colonel Sanders came with a little packet of chicken grease that you could like crack over the record. When you played the record, it would heat up and you'd get that delicious aroma going throughout your house, that kind of thing.
By the way, the KFC buckets, I guess, I don't know, are they doing retro buckets? Is anyone paying attention to KFC?
That's a thing now?
Because I keep seeing people on Instagram posting pictures of their Christmas trees in KFC buckets, and it's like a little planter, and it's very cute, but they're like, oh, new bucket this year. I'm like, wow, are they doing that?
I just love that the cassettes are all lined up. There's very few people that I know who had the whole selection.
Hi, Joe.
One of them was Bill, and then there was a flood at his basement, and all gone. Including his stereo equipment just got completely demolished. I'm like, well, then you don't need the cassettes either because it's all gone, Well,
that's looking at the bright side.
I believe flood. My mother actually had the entire selection, and we might have inherited those. So I need to find somebody who's got a cassette player who might really enjoy these. We'll see about that.
I might enjoy 28 years of Christmas songs.
The actual cassettes were, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Literally 10 years worth on cassette. Wow. I really went like a little over because I didn't have capacity to do CDs. Finally in 2002, CDs. So we did that for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we did 12 years of CDs.
Wow.
Interesting enough. The interesting thing, if you have any of the old cassettes and you pop them in your cassette player and your cassette player is clean and it's not jamming tapes or anything, they should play just fine.
Hi, Joan.
They should play just fine.
Good
Hey, Joan.
See you.
Excellent. That's so nice. And whereas if you try to play one of the CDs from about 2002, you might have some trouble. Those discs,
I know, those skipped all over the place.
Those CDRs are really unreliable. The whole I'm going to burn a CD and it's going to be very durable.
You're fine.
Not very well. No. Oh, no. I was about to say, a lot of people will say I'm late and you didn't, but then you did.
You're good.
No. We're still going. We're going for a while. So please.
And I've only made one.
We've had people come and go already, so I'm glad you're joining us now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Errol's family didn't have much money growing up, but his younger brother Mike made a hat for, I gotta go back to this. Made a hat for their younger sister using a KFC bucket. She wore it like a queen. We all laugh about it now. That's awesome. I hope there are pictures because that's fantastic. We're both blinking, yes.
You know what they say, Pixar didn't happen.
We're glamorous
if you
with
would.
Our blinking lights this evening. I think we should open that bottle of Maker's Mark. What about you?
Well, is there any time during the evening, certainly after, say, 5 o'clock or so, where one would say it's not time to open the Makers? No, there isn't.
No, I can't think of a good time.
So I'll go grab that bottle of Makers.
It's right there.
I'm just going to say that the blinking lights, I've actually worn this to a corporate holiday party, I think 3 or 4 years in a row, and everybody was just like, oh, I love these. They just go crazy. And one year I did this and some gal was wearing the same lights and she's like, hey! I'm like, oh, you got it, sister.
It's like a key exchange.
I just like, these things, I don't know what it is. I don't know anybody there. So I just like prop myself against the wall.
Thank you.
Grab some crustaceans, grab a cocktail, and then people come to me and say hi. And I think this is just awesome.
Let's go plant yourself in the corner.
The party in particular I'm thinking of is the service company for the company I work for. And they would routinely hold a party at the Rockefeller Center skating rink. Literally, the restaurant that's right on top of the rink.
Ooh.
This is a good party. I'm really sad to miss it this year.
Donna says
really
they're drinking Maker's Mark Manhattans.
Oh, hello.
What a good idea.
Well, it's a fine idea.
All right, well, I was thinking we would do,
One could do one could do the other.
I got an idea.
I like good ideas.
I got an idea.
So I got an idea.
When I'll Quentin Tarantino there for a second.
That's one Tarantino thing ever.
I know,
anyway.
but it was. Oh wait, no, bring that over. Bring it over. All dressed.
Oh, sorry.
All dressed.
Okay. Dressed up. Here we go.
Okay, so
the full Makers with all of the accoutrements. When you join the Makers Club, you get all this great stuff around Christmas. the earmuffs, the scarf. I love the scarf for the bottle, and the sweater.
There's also a hat, but it's back there on a bottle of rum.
Top of a bottle of rum.
Tell them.
Anyway, if we want to open this,
oh,
we need
Dina, thank you.
Is that business?
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and open that up.
Makers, of course, comes in this bit of wax, which was, I think, the mother or the mother-in-law of the guy who decided to found Makers. I have to see about that. Said like the red wax, so they've been dipped that way ever since. I think it's a classy touch. It's kind of fun. Makers comes to you at about 90 proof, so bear that in mind when you're mixing with it. It's not the same as your other bourbons out there. It, of course, is a highly reputable bourbon, which I recommend.
It's a very good bourbon.
It's a very good bourbon. Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
Doing what?
Getting rid of this.
Oh, that glass, of course.
Yes,
okay.
thank you.
Just making sure that this works.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know.
And I got to get rid of mine, too. Be right back.
All right. So, I'm not making a Manhattan, but I'm going to make a Manhattan variation using my Makers because Donna inspired me.
Could you pass me that metal part, please? It's right behind you.
Yes, I can.
And away we go.
Okay, so this is one of my favorites, but I'm going to try it with a little bit of bitters, too. Oh, Lisa loves Maker's Mark, too. Yes, nice to have to cut through that random red plasticized material. Exactly. It's all part of the experience. So, I feel like I should take his little scarf off before I get him sticky, though. And a sweater. All right.
You don't want stickiness on your bones.
I'll take a... Mm-hmm. You know, it's so funny because, like, once you remove that, it's a screw cap.
It gets easier. A lot of these bottles have the cork, and honestly, the screw cap is...
I prefer the screw cap, to be honest with you. Sometimes I can't get those corks out of there.
Less likely to get sticky and stuck, and it's a real problem.
Are there more shakers down there? I don't think there are. Pardon me. I'm going to grab one.
I better stay here.
I got it.
I don't... Oh, there are more shakers down there, but you got one.
No, I got them.
You got one. Oh, good.
A lot of stuff got evicted from this bar for the holiday season. So.
To which we have to say...
I know.
You know, it happens.
I was about to say we need a bigger house, but we don't need to move to a bigger house. We need to make this a bigger house.
Make more room with what you've got. Evict some junk. Which is what we're doing. White Christmas margarita.
What's in that?
Well, what's in that, Albert?
Let us know what's in that.
I'm just asking. We're here for cocktail information and education. Please, I'm interested in that. I'm just imagining the whole scenario with, Bing and Danny and
So you want to smell
Rosie.
The cat? Let me sniff it.
Yeah. There we go. A fine vintage, they said.
Okay,
Rosie and Mitzi. Mitzi Gaynor in that whole White Christmas outfit, which was deployed to good effect in that episode of Are You Being Served? Like that first Christmas one. Oh, man.
Jeremy says there's an entire world of alcohol-based clothing that I'm unaware of. You got to go to the Franzia website. That's all I'm saying.
Just saying. And if you do, and if anybody here is a Glendora fan and would like to make a gift, I'm just saying. I'm not saying anybody should. It's just, it's a question of.
All right, so I'm going to start with. Should I make 2?
No, just make 1.
All right.
Because we got to make other things.
Okay, I'm going to start with 2 ounces.
What Christmas margarita? Tequila, triple, coconut milk, fresh lime, and a sugar rim. Oh, that sounds
delicious.
That sounds quite lovely. And I think you could figure out the proportions, folks.
That sounds delicious.
I haven't actually tried Makers in a while.
We need to put its clothes back on. All right. You know what? I will try a little sample though.
Oh, well.
All right. So this is.
I nip this way.
This is going to be a Manhattan variation.
90 proof. Got to be okay.
Thank you.
Everything else you pour is 80 proof.
That it will snow.
Yeah. Very, again, nicely balanced and rounded. Very smooth.
So good.
Yeah. I think that the founder...
There's still a little bit in there.
Well, I could take care of that. I believe that the founder of Makers at the time, this was in the 50s, decided to start making bourbon. And by 1964, 65, he was ready to release it. And when he had a product that was ready to release, he said, we took the bite out of the bourbon. Well, it is a smooth product.
It's really good. Okay, so I started with 2 ounces of Maker's Mark. Oh, we should write this down.
I can write it.
All right.
I'm just reclothing the Makers.
I'll give you a text box. Here we go.
Oh, dropped them.
All right. Oh, no.
Things you got to do, folks. Things you got to do.
All right, I gave you a text box. This is a Manhattan variation. So I started with 2 ounces of the Maker's Mark, and I'm going to use a 1/2 ounce of American Fruits Sour Cherry Cordial. And they make this 20 minutes from our house.
Very good sub for the sweet.
Let me recork that.
I didn't do it.
I did it. Text. I got it. I'm clumsy tonight. I feel like I haven't had enough drinks to not be clumsy.
Well, keep drinking. Maybe it'll improve. Like Johnny Fever on that episode of KRP.
So 2 ounces of Maker's Mark, a 1/2 ounce of... I'm using sour cherry cordial. You could use another cherry, but this one is particularly lovely. I'm not
going to tell you wherever you are within the continental U.S. or even Hawaii and Alaska, you need to find a bottle of this. That could be really hard. Although you might be able to mail order it.
But if you're in New York, I would recommend it.
If you're in New York State, try to find it. It's really good stuff.
And 4 dashes of orange bitters. Thank you. All right, that's all you need to do.
Good.
I got it from there.
I can handle it. We're good. And bing bong boom.
Don't even.
So back
away.
Back to the comment.
Back away slowly.
There we go.
All right, but I can use some ice.
Here we go. I will get you the ice.
Thank you. All right. Oh, Robert and April. Hello. Good to see you.
Yes.
Oh.
Very glad to see you.
I already shared the recipe. Thank you.
Oh, yes, did. I quoted that a second ago. Sounds
fantastic. Good. Well, no, a link, too.
And there's a link.
Okay, good.
And
thank
boom.
You.
Thank you very much. Look, we don't know everything here. And if somebody out there is mainstreaming a cocktail one way or another, I'm glad to hear about it.
Did you mean mainlining?
No. There you go.
Thank you.
And boom.
I'm happy to try anything, more or less.
Shots of pepper and schnapps.
More or less. All right.
Makers. Oh, Makers. We have a command to open the Makers. Well, you know what? We did.
K-Tel Records. It's the Velvetones.
Oh, yeah. If we could only do K-Tel Records, that'd be one thing, but that is actually a used copyright.
Aww.
Yeah.
I will take a glance, please.
You need cocktails?
Do we have any frozen glasses?
Hold on.
That would be the best. Okay. A
chilled
glass.
VL glass.
So this is a Manhattan variation.
Makes them taste 78% better.
2 ounces Maker's Mark. 1/2 ounce sour cherry cordial. 4 dashes of orange bitters. I already love it.
Thing? Oh, do it.
Smells good. It just smells good.
It does smell good.
Yeah.
It smells really, really good. Oh, high aromatic. I happen to enjoy Manhattan like very few things. Should this get a twist?
You know, I was thinking about that, so if we're both thinking it, let's give it a twist.
Then do not delay.
Plus, I made all these twists.
I made all these twists. I was thinking about the fact you made all these twists. It's like, let's use them, shall we?
Oh, an eggnog with bourbon. Yummy.
Well, that's really nice. I tell you. You know, a Maker's Manhattan, very, very nice. If you look at the history of the Manhattan cocktail, which only dates to about the 1880s, actually. Apparently named after the Manhattan Club in New York, where else? And in the era where vermouth was starting to be used en masse in cocktails. And apparently the Manhattan kind of comes first, and then the martini comes, and then everything else follows. And it goes like crazy. You can point to David Wondrich for the history on this stuff. He spends way too much time researching this stuff so that I don't have to, because he comes up with like some really good conclusions.
Just the right amount of time.
Well, I think about the amount of time I would have to spend to do that, and that would be a lot of time. But the simple fact is, I've met the man in person. He's actually a very gracious scholar. And
like Dale DeGroff.
He knows his drinks. Damn it. And he writes books. He's got a couple of great books out there. Definitely recommend. Yeah, I recommend Dale DeGroff books. I recommend David Wondrich's books. They're very entertaining and readable, you know. And they have cocktail recipes. Check it out. You can find out how to do things. One of the last that I got as a present was Punch. All about the history of that. Sort of the predecessor to all these cocktails. Kind of works the same way. Great, great stuff. Well, he actually did some research on these things and figured out that this is when people started doing Manhattans and martinis and all that. And the original Manhattan was probably made with rye, because that's what these folks had to work with.
I love rye. We don't have a bottle of rye currently, but maybe we should be changing that.
We can change that up in a second. Bourbon tends to taste a little smoother with these things. Depends on your rye.
John says, I'm having a Goose Island IPA. It's the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen equivalent of I Got a Rock.
I Got a Rock.
I love IPAs.
Actually, I like Goose Island IPA a lot.
I know. I love me an IPA.
You know, if you got a rock, I think you would have a rolling rock. Just saying.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Seems like you were reaching for it.
Did you put any bitters in this?
I did.
This is true. That is so nice. Oh, that is so nice.
It is so nice.
Very smooth. Honestly, I like in Manhattan one of the most. End of poem, really. Because after that, I move on to other things. If I have like 3 or 4 Manhattans, it's like, that's the end of the evening.
Do we have any more of that Merry Christmas beer?
The one from...
Anchor.
Anchor? Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That might be fun for mixing.
That might be fun for mixing. Mm-hmm.
And I found that at the Sheparate.
It was easily done. Rise King, Canada.
Chappie's Tiki Bar. Hello.
Okay. Are you coming to us from Canada, Chappie? Here's the kicker about rye in Canada. In Canada, a lot of different things qualify as rye that don't in the United States. So we have to balance what is and what isn't. In the States, rye has to be like 51% rye in the mash bill.
Right.
And could be 49% of other things. Bourbon has to be 51% corn in the mash bill.
Right.
49% of other things.
With you so far.
Yeah. That's the legal definition. If you're saying to yourself, like 2% difference is going to make a different product, you're not really thinking so. Yeah, probably not. So chances are that the manufacturers of such things actually goose that.
Oh, yes, Canada.
A little more one or other way. Okay. So in Canada, almost anything will qualify as rye. And when you go into a bar in the States... No, it's not a throwdown. You go to the bar in the States and you ask for a rye Manhattan, they grab for the Canadian Club. That's not quite the same thing as grabbing for a bottle of Old Rittenhouse, for instance.
You're thinking of Old Overhold.
No, I'm thinking
of Rittenhouse.
Oh, that's true. Overhold.
You're conflating. 2
different rye brands in the States. They tend to taste a little sharper and grassier than that. Whereas the Canadian Club tends to be smoother. It's just what it's made of.
Paul likes his drinks like he likes his women smooth and bright red. Oh, Satellite needs to get a bottle of Makers. I know. Get on.
Oh, geez.
I don't know if they're still doing the thing where you sign up on Maker's Mark and they send you stuff. But seems like last year they sent us a Christmas ornament that I can't find right now.
It's around.
It's somewhere in this house.
Well, if we have influenced you in any nefarious way to buy a bottle of Makers, remember that Makers did not actually provide us with this. We just decided that we needed a bottle because we have all these accoutrements and that we needed to dress the bottle
so
appropriately in the appropriately shaped and sized bottle. And the fact is, having to buy a bottle of Makers is not any kind of burden. Anytime.
Well, I thought maybe I should put those Tito's sweaters on some other bottle, and then I thought maybe Three Ghosts would visit me in the night, so I didn't.
They would. I didn't actually have the commitment to buy a bottle of Tito's today, so I didn't. But
no, because I have another bottle of Tito's coming. Someone else is buying me a bottle of Tito's because it has another sweater.
Well, in that case, that's kind of awesome.
So, yeah, no, I don't. I got another Tito's sweater coming.
We'll get Tito's eventually. Will be a good thing.
I should probably just leave the sweaters on throughout winter.
Certainly.
Because I usually put all that stuff away after Christmas.
Well, but it's cold for another 3 months.
Exactly.
In the Northeast. I'm just saying.
Sometimes 5.
It's probably cold for another 3 months in Tennessee. I'm just, the simple fact is that like the middle states and even into the deep south.
Oh, okay. So Canadian rye is cheaper in the U.S. Oh my gosh. So do you come across the border and buy it when you can come across the border?
When you can come across the border, yes. Yeah. And I'm going to say that because depending on where you are in Canada, you might be coming to Detroit, you might be coming to New Hampshire. And if you come to New Hampshire, of course...
You might be coming to New York.
If you come to New Hampshire, there are state stores with no sales tax. That's a lot cheaper. What is kicking you, of course,
you might be coming to Washington.
In Canada is value-added tax, which is designed to support your health system. So if you come and buy cheap liquor in the States, remember, the next time you go to the dentist, what's supporting your health system? That's what that's there for. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah, well.
Love it.
The simple fact is, actually, I like Crown Royal quite a bit. I think it's a really great, like a shot.
I'll be right back.
As such a thing. If I'm like going to get a shot in a beer in a bar, like Crown, it's like a really reputable brand. It's a lot of fun. If it's cheaper here, that's the reason. And of course, there's a lot of history behind that. But it's highly drinkable. It's a lot of fun. There's some really great brands in the States that you probably come across and check out from time to time, no doubt. And
we do have one more bottle of Merry Christmas, Happy New Year beer from Anchor Brewing. Because I'm a sucker. And if it's in the alcohol aisle and it says Merry Christmas, I'm like, I gotta buy that.
Yeah, you're kind of checked into it.
But it's Anchor, and Anchor is a lovely brand.
Jennifer's wondering, would it be the spirits of past, present, and future?
Yes.
You will be visited by an ancient bottle of Old Overholt. No!
Old Granddad.
You will be visited by a present bottle of the...
Old Crow.
of the Merry Christmas Brewing for Anchor. With a crown of holly on his head. The spirits of Christmas future, what would that be? I don't know. I tell you, you can go with this thing for a long time, but definitely.
All right, I'm gonna give it a Christmas hat.
Hi, Dina. So glad that you stopped by.
Good night. Good to see you.
Fantastic.
All right.
And Satellite's doubting that we could send liquor to Idaho. State controlled. Well, state controlled liquor.
You know what? I doubt it because I doubt it too because one of our favorite liquor stores can only ship to New York and Washington, D.C. So, I don't know.
50 states, 50 laws. That's the legacy of Prohibition, and it's a pain in the neck. Just saying.
Crown Royal, and it comes with a little purse.
It does.
Oh my gosh, there was one year where we were in the liquor store in New Hampshire, right?
Yes.
And when you bought Crown Royal, they asked if you wanted to donate your bag because they were sending it to the troops to store goggles in or something.
There was something about that, yeah. And it was a very peculiar thing, but I thought that's a great little thing that they were doing. So
yeah, he donated his bag, but I thought like they must have purpose-built bags for their goggles, but maybe not. Maybe they're just all carrying around Crown Royal bags.
This is the U.S. Army. They should. But, from time to time, the Army is a little bit undersupplied. So any of you folks who have served and could witness to such things could probably back me up on that.
Yeah. So treat me with Crown Royal and RC Cola.
Crown Royal County?
I hope not, but there probably is.
Crown and Coke has obviously been...
Crown and ginger ale, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Clearly, definitely. Yeah. There we go. So, now I don't have something. I need a little something.
I know.
Because... No, I think what I would... Oh, thank you.
It is really good. I don't mind sharing.
Oh, that's nice. Well, it's straight up booze. All that's in there is the liquor and the liquor.
Straight up booze.
And some bitters.
No
Nothing else
wonder
to cut
I like it.
I love Manhattan. One of the most. What would I make next? I suppose we could continue with the variations. Did we have an idea of using this with the bourbon?
You know, I did have an idea of that. I was thinking we could do it with the bourbon, we could do it with the brandy, we could just try it with everything. Not the gin, I don't think that would play well, but... No. It's not behind me. Is the brandy behind me? The brandy is not. It's right over there, looking straight at it.
I'm thinking about what I would like to...
But you could do it with the bourbon.
I could with the bourbon. Well, we've been talking up the bourbon. Perhaps I'll do that.
You know what? I think it would just be like a bourbon stone sour, but with cinnamon. Mm-hmm. The addition of cinnamon. Hi, Carradine. Crown and cranberry ginger ale. I can see that. I can totally see that. I feel like our supermarket, in terms of the sodas, it's really weird. They'll have a lot of selection, and they'll have nothing. And in the past, in pre-COVID times, the shelves were never empty, but they kind of are sometimes around here.
Yep. Supply lines giving you trouble.
Jeremy.
I'm just saying. Hey.
Jeez. Okay.
So, we'll go from there. There'll be 2 ounces of the bourbon. The bourbon in this case is Maker's.
Yes.
It's 90 proof, so it's got a little bit more kick than the 80 proof rum.
It does indeed.
This does not have marks, so
no,
I'm
it
going
doesn't.
to use this glass to actually...
What happened to our one that is... Yeah, anyway. I put so much stuff away for the holiday season.
I kept the shot glasses out. Yeah. Gotta have a pony and a shot.
Really? Okay. Writing this down.
Okay. And that requires a half ounce of the OJ.
Uh-oh. No, it's just a personal Don't mind me.
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen. Get half ounce of the lemon juice.
I had a couple of drinks, but I can still type. All right.
Well, we do a show, and we make a few drinks, and we're here to stay, so...
We're here to stay. That sounds like a threat.
Kind of does, actually. Probably not a bad threat. Oh, we also need a half ounce of the...
All right.
Goldschlager. Mm-hmm. We're back to the standard
I feel like
formula.
Goldschlager sounds like a threat, too.
Not in this drink. I think it should be quite nice. I think this will complement the whiskey nicely.
Karen's trying to finish her Christmas card. Yeah, we're trying to finish our Christmas card, too.
I hear you.
It's no joke trying to finish a Christmas card this year.
So I think that's it. The base, orange, lemon, and then the...
You got a half ounce, half ounce, half ounce.
Yeah, and then the Goldschlager?
Half ounce Goldschlager. Yes, orange bitters.
Orange bitters, okay.
3 dashes.
3D, coming here right up.
3D.
There you go. Angostura, excellent orange bitters, 1, 2, 3. Should be able to find those in any supermarket in the U.S. right now. There are other brands which are also highly reputable. Some people like to mix one and the other.
Oh my
that
gosh.
sounds kind of nuts, but yeah.
Janice loaded up with tonic water when she went to ShopRite. Smart.
Wow. Well,
they're a little low on some stuff.
If you're attempting to drink gin and tonic, you're going to be seriously SOL when ShopRite runs out of the tonic water. Wow.
I would stock up.
Kind of a drag. Make sure you get up some limes, too.
No kidding.
Shake with ice.
Man, we need to do a tour of this house.
The house, with 1 week ago, did not actually have any Xmas decorations at all. And now it's really pretty decked out. And there's more to come. So I think that next week we're going to do the tour of house and show you what is. It's going to be fun.
Because I got to tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. We always go all out for Christmas decorating in this house, and it's not easy. I had a couple of meltdowns in the process of doing all this, but I'm looking around it now going like, okay, that's why I do this. It's worth it. No party this year, so it's just the two of us. But
this is the party.
It's okay.
You're the guest.
We're the party.
You're invited virtually.
We're the party.
Here you are on the Zoom party.
So we will.
Thank you for joining us.
We'll do a video tour, and it'll be fun. It will be fun.
Guarantee it?
I guarantee it.
Here we go.
I was about to say I guarantee it, but
Rainbow Holiday Cup with the bourbon.
All right, I gotta try that.
Wait.
Oh, Satellite thought tonight would be the tour. Oh, and Shanna said the house tour would be fun.
Oh, yep,
I know.
Yep.
Satellite, I've been so busy trying to put this place together. I only finished today.
The truth is, there is more to come, and I would
there
like
is
to
more to come.
put the final details in before we do the tour.
Next week.
But we're glad to do it in 1 week's time.
I know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I still gotta help Glendora decorate her house.
Yeah.
Glendora ordered some lights for her house, which aren't here yet. So when they're here, we'll be decorating her house too. That is delicious. Now, this works great with bourbon. This might be the best one all night long.
At the end of the day, this was originally designed as a light rum drink. Now that means that the designer of the drink decided a fairly neutral spirit would work well, but he veered towards rum for a slight bit of sweetness.
Well, hi, David.
Bourbon has a slight bit of sweetness too, but it also has a lot more of the barrel going on, and I happen to like this quite a bit.
Oh, Jennifer, yes, you got it. You got it. Oh my gosh.
Please.
I know, we got to do the house tour. I've been a little emotional. Sorry. Publicly apologizing to Paul.
There's no.
I get stressed, and this year
And then what happens?
I got a lot going on. I'm doing a class, whatnot.
What happens? Gotta be careful with that sort of thing. But you are doing a lot.
I am doing a lot. But I'm looking around here going, okay, it was worth it.
Yeah. All of the effort to hang things from the ceiling and all these lights everywhere and make sure that it all turns off at the end of the night is all worth it.
Yep.
But definitely.
I love it.
I actually went to some effort this year to specifically get better power outside so everything works on the same timer.
Oh.
And Santa lands on the roof and lights up at night.
Santa's already on the roof.
It's happening. But definitely. Oh, Joe wants that too.
All right.
Oh, so copy. Nick can make it. That's true. You have Nikki around.
Oh.
Hello. Well, I think he should definitely have the Rainbow Holiday Cup and its variations because it's simple, good, and direct. Bang. You'd love it. You'd love it.
Thank you, Abra.
Thank
and
you.
I'm just going to say to Janice,
appreciate
you know what? Whatever feels good to you, that's perfect.
Listen, nobody is forcing you to put up a 6-foot Christmas tree.
No.
Even if you have that in your attic and you're like, oh, I could break it down. If this is not the year for it.
If it's not the year for it, don't do it.
The tree you have is the tree of love. There you go.
40 trees. Oh, Mom, I think
I believe
I got to count again
remember?
because I put up some more.
Well, we have 4 hanging from the ceiling over there. No, it's 5.
That's 5.
And that will be 6, 7.
I'm going to make something with this beer.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, no. There are at least 18 trees in this room.
I am practically at 20.
But it might be 20 trees in this room.
Mm-hmm.
That's just us. You know, like, if you don't feel like doing it, I you know what? I think that's do you. Do you. Well, I was going to do it. I'm going to do a cocktail, but I think you know what? I think I'll mix in the glass.
That begs that kind of glass.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? This is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year 2020 from Anchor Brewing, which is in San Francisco, and I got it in our ShopRite, so it's got to be...
Gotta be good.
Widely available. So, what do I want to use? I think the bourbon that he completely redressed. Ugh. I gotta take his clothes off again. It's so humiliating. Oh, you know, satellite. I get it. Oh, I'm glad you can come here and enjoy ours, but you know what? I just think everyone needs to do what's right for them. So, oh. Barbara, thank you. Okay. Paul disappeared. Are you coming back? He's gone. Okay. I happen to have a measure right here. I am going to start with, oh God, this has all kinds of measures all around it. I'm going to start with 1 ounce of bourbon, and I'm doing the Maker's Mark. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. Okay, 1 ounce of bourbon. And then... Oh my gosh, getting laid off put a slight damper on the holidays. I know. Ugh. I don't even know what to say. Come here. I wish I could make you a drink. All right. I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of the sour cherry. All right. And then I'm going to do... I'm not going to fail at putting this cork in again. Ha 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 ha. I beat you, cork. Orange bitters. 3 dashes orange bitters. And I need to... Are you coming back?
It's me coming back.
Okay. It's me coming back.
Of course.
All right. I got to grab a bottle opener.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you do?
I do. But I will. But as long as you're here. I didn't want to give the place a vacant look. So.
I'll be here. Grab the bottle opener.
You know what? I had the bottle opener out. Did you put it back away?
I might have. Sorry.
Oh. All right.
I also cleaned it because it was getting a little muggy. That happens.
Where did it go?
It should be right there where it started from.
I don't see it.
Uh-oh. You wanted to rejoin our guests? And I'll get a bottle opener.
I'll get it.
I'll get the bottle opener. Hold, stay.
All right. All right. I had to write this down.
Should always have one of these on hand, I guess.
Oh, wait. This was 1 ounce. All right. 1 Oz.
I can't read that.
Because the text is...
Ah,
all right,
boy.
hold on. All right. Gotta make the text. All right.
Light on dark.
All right. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's 1 ounce bourbon, 1/2 ounce sour cherry. I'll put that down there. Oh, no. Yeah.
Wow. Don't start with
That was mother of all typos. Okay. And then 3 dashes of orange bitters. Here's me remembering what I put in this glass.
Isn't that good?
And then fill with your Merry Christmas, Happy New Year Anchor Brewing beer. Let's see what we think. I think you could do, oh, this is good. You could do any holiday themed beer. Winter lager, etc. It's a dark beer.
Yes, this is designed to be a flavored porter.
Yep, it's a dark beer.
What do they say about it here? Yeah, that's a porter with spices.
That's good.
Which is
that's
very
funny.
nice.
Thank you.
I like the idea.
Thank you for your effort. Okay.
Of course.
Pretty toasty. Not toasty enough, but
not quite toasty enough, but you know, I'm still standing. That's one thing.
I know.
We've made several cocktails, but we're handling as we will.
Hi, Sandy. Hey,
awesome.
Sandy and Sherry. Hello. Good to see you.
Oh, I seldom see you on YouTube. I hope that that Facebook is okay for you. But the fact is, it's great to see you here.
Wonderful. Good to see you.
Ein prosit indeed. Sláinte, Nezdrovnia. Also, what do you usually say?
L'chaim.
Yeah, well, I got that too.
I got that from Pink Panther.
Pink Panther.
She the original Pink Panther movie.
Yeah.
She says l'chaim.
She does indeed.
Right.
I'm enjoying the Rainbow Cup with bourbon.
Yep.
This is our slight variation,
delicious.
But
that's probably the winner.
Delicious. Really like a great sort of a thing.
That might be the best.
That works really well because it's just like a bourbon stone sour.
With a little bit of cinnamon.
A little bit of cinnamon added to it. Yep. So that's a little bit of a difference. That's nice. Definitely.
That's a good one.
And we've tried this one tonight with the rum, the tequila, and...
bourbon.
And the bourbon. Okay. So the big grab. Try to remember what we've actually done. Yeah, we haven't done other things.
Nope.
But those big three are definitely worth your time. Yeah.
We had a good Manhattan variation, too.
Yeah, we did. But definitely. Here.
So good. Remember last week when I went to send the recipes to our patrons the day after our broadcast? This keyboard was so sticky.
It's right here in the middle of the mixing. We're very careful not to spill things on it, but you know, fingers get sticky. That happens.
Yep.
Oh well. Yeah. Kind of a drag.
Good.
But that is, I haven't tried that yet, as a matter of fact.
It's good.
Definitely. Oh. That's your basic Boilermaker variation, which is the beer in a shot. You used less than a shot on the...
Yep.
But also like another item there to vary up what's going on. I think that sour cherry works very well. So
it does. It's great.
Nice.
And the bitters.
Nice.
This is a good one.
Yep.
So we need to go to our local beer store, but this is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Anchor Brewing.
Anchor Brewing.
And I'm sure there are others out there, and that's why we need to go to our beer store. I found that at ShopRite.
Our actual beer distributor locally, if you have a beer distributor in that kind of a state, but ours actually locally has a huge selection and takes special orders.
Huge.
Yeah, really big.
Huge.
So I'm sure that they're loaded now with really seasonal beers, all of these winter lagers and winter porters and all this kind of stuff and spice things. They're all worth checking out. They're a lot of fun.
So good. Was that it?
I don't know. You got something? I got something?
I don't know. I'm here for it, but I can't read your mind right now.
Well, last week we surveyed the audience and people said keep going. Shall we keep going or shall we just log off? You tell us.
That's dangerous.
You, the audience, decide the text of this.
I want to hear someone say like, "Oh, just shut it down. You're done.
Sierra Nevada celebration."
Go to bed.
I think I have had that, and I think I agree. But definitely. Oh, so sticky keyboard open for Wall of Voodoo in '84. Oh, yes! I think I saw that same show that was in Boston. Yeah. Oh, they were great. Absolutely great.
Sticky keyboard is
I
no
love
joke.
sticky keyboard. I'm thinking of who I saw open up for who. Usually it was not
Choose
that
your own
pretty.
adventure programming. Okay, Abra says keep going. Well, okay.
I got one vote for it. Anybody else? But definitely.
All right. If anyone's still here,
we appear to have the entire Madonna family. They tend to keep a party going.
All right.
Just saying.
All right. Okay. Oh, John's here for the duration. Okay.
Bang, bang. Janet, one more.
Right.
One
All
more.
right. Janice is here. All right.
One of us. Shall we? Shall we? I could probably
I chose the last one.
Whip out Onomos, as a matter of fact, because, you know, this one grows a little
I know. I dialed it down.
Yeah, that was wise. And there's more beer there, so I could do the same with a different sort of thing going on.
You could.
Oh, I got to think about what we're doing here today. Jennifer says can't get rid of us. Is that a threat?
We love that we can't get rid of you.
We do. The simple fact is, without people here, I'm just talking to the wall.
You're talking to the camera.
So that's not much of anything, but with people here, we have it going on.
Although, we need to plug my phone in.
Okay, moment, please. I
need a battery. This camera is powered by my phone for some reason. Mm-hmm. In the future, cameras will be powered by themselves, but...
Going.
It's a race against the clock to see whether or not we can plug my phone in.
If I can find your purse.
It's in the bedroom. He's looking for my purse. Yeah, it's in the bedroom because there's no room out here because of Christmas trees. I wish people could come to our house, but not this year. Anyway. All right, I hope that brick is charged. That's all I'm saying.
This is the end you need.
No, I know, but I was going to take that over here.
There you go. Soup! Doesn't take much, folks.
All right.
Let's
see if that worked.
Marie's here, I think.
Pardon me.
So let's check it out. What's happening on the YouTubes?
I'm going to.
Oh, we have like keep going, keep going, keep going. That's. I feel like I'm the Energizer bunny there. Keep going and going and going. More cocktails, more cocktails, more cocktails, more cocktails.
Working.
Just plug it in.
I feel like my phone should be going ka-chunk.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Also, I need a new phone, but that's for another broadcast.
You know, on the average Christmas gift list is somebody saying, I need a new phone. That's how it goes these days. Definitely. Oh, anyway. John finished our playlist and moved on to the Swingles. That's a pretty good place to be.
I love the Swingles.
Pretty good place to be. That first Swingle Singers Christmas album is great. And then there's a sequel, which is basically the same record re-recorded. It's also good.
Jana says we should do a Christmas brunch show. And Barbara says great idea. Okay.
Are we talking sort of that Christmas Bloody Mary sort of variation thing?
No. But we might be talking a Christmas mimosa variation. A lot of bubbles variations. There's so many ways you can go. And panettone French toast. All right. I think we're achieved. On this. Yeah. Definitely happening. As far as these things goes, I definitely veer towards the bubbly drinks more than the tomato juice drinks. You do you. If you're here and you like the tomato juice drinks, I tend to have the tomato juice to do that for you. But that was a real tongue twister. You got through that. Jeez. I just love broadcasts. But like, I love the bubbly drinks. The bubbly drinks are great. You got through that. If you want your orange juice in it, not a problem. Oh, Christmas Mai Tais. Christmas Mai Tais. That's a good idea. You know, there's so many fun variations you can do with the Mai Tai. I love that idea. There are people who are real Mai Tai fascists who would say, you need to do it this way, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? There is an actual formula for a Trader Rick Mai Tai. That's true. Follow it, you're good. You can use some really good rum in it. It's a brilliant drink. It's simple, it's great. Excellent sour, no question. But you can vary that up quite a bit. And the simple fact is that Trader Vic's most locations have a standard formula where they do vary that up quite a bit. So that can happen. But I'm thinking you could do a Mai Tai and just do some cinnamon bitters or something.
We happen to have cinnamon bitters back here from Bitterman's. Looking good.
Dash Fire.
I'm sorry?
But
it's Dash Fire.
They're not paying us, so it doesn't matter, but...
No, they aren't, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But
whatever.
There's a lot of leeway you got there. It's a 4-ingredient drink. You can put a lot of different little things in there and make it happy. And as we say a lot, you make your standard Mai Tai topped with bubbles.
Karen, I prefer the bubbles too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And bubble lights on the Christmas tree.
Here's a splash of amaretto. Oh, okay. We have amaretto.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That might be one to try.
You know, bubbles in your drink and bubbles on your tree.
And keratin, yep.
I see that's win-win-win, really.
We have bubble lights we haven't used yet.
I know.
No.
They'll get used.
Hi, Doug. Doug is here.
Mm-hmm.
Brunch Vision 2000. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think it's happening. Mai Tai Tai.
We gotta do that.
Mai Tai Tai.
Christmas brunch.
Okay.
Broadcast.
We can get that together pretty easily. We will announce this ahead of time. Check the socials. You will know when it's happening.
The socials.
If anybody actually wants a very specific theme going on, we'll do it. But you know we're gonna have bubbles because they belong in every brunch. Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Some people are like, I want that glass of tomato juice with the vodka. And I'm like, good for you. Not my first choice.
That's what they want. So good for them.
Good for you. It's not my choice. I just love the bubbles. It could be with orange juice. I use a lot less orange juice. Or it could just be a French 75 kind of thing. That's perfectly fine at the time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you, Kim-Mom. But definitely. Well, we're talking about things, and what are we going to do in the after party? We're in the after party.
The after party. Is this the after party?
We asked if we should shut down, and people said no. So clearly, we're in bonus bits. Let's make it happen.
I feel like we should move over to the sofa and watch the Brady Bunch Christmas movie, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, we might. However, you have a fun little glass there. I could match that with something.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving it over there.
Yeah.
Boxing Day bubbly.
Boxing Day.
I love it. All right. We got to do a Christmas brunch.
You know, damn it.
Thingy.
We have people north of the border here. We should represent them too. Perhaps we need a bottle of Canadian Club.
Well, we definitely need more tequila, so someone's got to go back to the liquor store.
We have a bottle of Crown Royal, so we could definitely represent north of the border.
Okay. All right.
Just saying. So, I'm going to throw a cube in here just to keep things cold. You do not need to do this. Actually, a couple of cubes. That's a good idea.
Yep. Oh, Abra loves the Brady Bunch Christmas movie. Okay. I have it playing right now because I have to... If I don't have something on the TV, it's this big blank space in the room. And when it's dark outside like it is now, I gotta have something on there. And
it gets dark so early.
I got the Brady Bunch Christmas movie on there now, and I've seen that movie a gazillion times, and I could watch it a gazillion more.
So what was in your drink?
Hashtag no joke. What
was the base of your drink?
Let's see. What was in the base of my drink? I don't know.
Let's find out.
Minutes ago.
Shall we?
Okay. An ounce of bourbon. Half ounce sour cherry.
Okay.
3 dashes of orange bitters. Are you making the same thing?
No. Because you've made it. Let's figure out what we got. Okay.
Bourbon. Brandy. Wait, I already did bourbon. Brandy.
Brandy we don't have?
Rum?
I think I'll get it.
Rum? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's doing brandy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nothing wrong there.
All right.
Okay.
my gosh, do you hear that refrigerator behind us?
Makes a lot of noise.
It's so loud, it wakes me up in the middle of the night.
1.5 ounces of the bourbon. Brandy. Sorry. Brandy.
All right, I got it. Nope, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Sticking with the Goldschlager.
Sticking with the Goldschlager.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I didn't have Goldschlager in the last one, so...
No.
You gotta tell me what you did differently.
Waiting patiently.
No, I'm trying... Oh, shoot. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make sure the... Alright. What are you doing here?
You can give it a name. I did 1.5 ounces of brandy.
Oh my gosh. You went nuts. 1.5 ounces of brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not that nuts.
Okay. Are you doing the cherry?
I tried cinnamon. 1/2 ounce of the cinnamon
Oh my
schnapps.
gosh. Ugh, this might be gross.
Going out on the limb. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm.
This might be gross.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
You know, there are, never mind. I was going to say, there are amazing Christmas sweaters available.
That is entirely
Invite
true.
Glendora over. Glendora needs to come over for one of these broadcasts. I'm just saying.
This might happen. I'm just telling you.
Wait, so what's in this?
Okay, 1/2 ounce of the Goldschlager.
Okay.
Okay, and the 2 dashes of cranberry bitters. Mm-hmm. I'm varying it up a little bit.
Anything else?
Build that in glass. You do not need to use cubes, but make sure everything is cold.
Is that it?
And then top with your holiday portrait.
So it's just 1.5 ounces of brandy, 1/2 ounce of cinnamon schnapps, 2 dashes of cranberry bitters. Anything else?
Top with your...
All right. Okay,
Right,
good.
Christmas thing.
All right, we got this.
Yep. You're good? Oh, yum. I think you were doubting this concept, but I think it works very well.
Was I?
You were. You were thinking...
No, I think I was just trying to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like cinnamon. It's good, though. I like
It does
that.
smell like cinnamon,
Right.
but, you know, it's not overpowering the drink.
It just
It's
smells like
really
cinnamon.
working very well.
Oh, Doug says it didn't Applejack Seagram's VO cocktail with malt cider. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay. All
a
right.
little pimento dram. You know, like a dash of that would be great. A little more of that. Work with it and see where
Why
it goes.
not?
But
You know?
definitely. Split screen appearance. Oh, yeah.
Another one? Okay. All right, we could do that.
Just saying. We try. We try to make things happen.
I know.
Got a good shout out to Glendora there.
Glennie.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's favorite cousin.
Kind of is, as a matter of fact. She shoots straight.
Surely does. Oh, wait, no, it's Charlie Brown now.
Oh, things have changed up.
I
Yep.
thought I was restarting on the Brady Bunch movie, but nope.
No, it started
It's
for
Charlie
you,
Brown.
but definite.
Nothing against Charlie Brown, but
Oh, no.
I'm
Great-
Team Brady
great
Bunch.
stuff. You've got the Christmas special, you got the Great Pumpkin, you got the Thanksgiving special, you got Your Good Man Charlie Brown, and many more.
I'm just
There's
saying.
a whole sort of thing going on.
Exactly.
Big fun, big fun. Boxing Day bubbly is a great, great idea. Are you north of the border? You do Boxing Day? Are you on the other side of the
Mai Tai pie. Oh my gosh, Mai Tai pie is such a good idea.
Mai Tai Tai, that's what he says.
Mai Tai Tai. I was thinking pie. I read pie.
We actually years ago did a margarita pie, which was really good. And then we lost the recipe.
I was thinking pie.
And we couldn't make it again. One of these days I'll figure it out. It was a good idea.
It was weird too, because it was in the book. But
the crust was made out of crushed pretzels. Hello, salted rim. That was a great idea.
Yeah. All right.
So.
I think it's time. I think it's time to call it.
Shall we? We can do that.
Yes, I think we should. So, grab my sad limping phone over here. That's got a little battery pack because it can't hold charge.
It's been so great to see you here this evening.
Yes.
In our little road with a great decor happening behind us. You should see what's happening over there.
Upcoming weeks.
But you will.
So.
But you will. And we've got some great, great ideas. People suggesting things. We'll make that happen.
Absolutely.
As always, it's been fantastic to see you here.
Thank you, Janice.
With great ideas. Send them our way. If you want to send us a PM, always. We'll respond to all of those. That was really gracious. And
beautiful.
As always, we have a thing here. You have a thing here. I hope you have a thing. As always,